Racing Line, the show where we talk about everything from the Formula 1 world, including real life and gaming. We are Tom, Dirk and Hayden, and today we have for you the race reaction from Singapore, the new RaceNet application and game updates, as well as the Esports event, F1 Esports Event 2 preview, as well as a new challenge for you. Let's get into the race reactions first.
Hi guys, and welcome to the race reactions of the Singapore Grand Prix, and an interesting Grand Prix to say the least. We had a delayed race for an hour due to the torrential rain that happened. We had 5 DNFs from Yuki Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, Alex Albon, Nicholas Latifi, Guan Yu Zhou, which is basically an F1 open lobby at this point for a Singapore Grand Prix. We learned that Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen aren't gods. They can make mistakes, and Lewis Hamilton put it into a wall, and Max Verstappen with that massive lockup just ruining his tyres. McLaren and Aston Martin also had a dream weekend, getting some crazy points. P4 and P5 for McLaren. My boy Daniel Rick finally having some good luck and getting that P5 right next to Lando. Checo Perez surprised everyone with an absolute stellar drive, dominated the whole race from P1 straight from the get-go. I absolutely underestimated him. Hands up to him for that. And finally, Charles Leclerc killing off his tyres at the end of the race. Just could not manage the same as Checo Perez. Checo Perez, well known for managing his tyres like an absolute unit. Unfortunately, once Leclerc ruined his tyres, it was just GG and game done for him. But yeah, overall for me, a 7 out of 10 race weekend. I underestimated Checo, as I said. Maybe EA need to go and revise that rating that we dropped from him last weekend. But apart from that, my boy Dan Rick got his luck finally turned around and got that P5. So I'm happy. What about you boys?
I'm just gonna say, Perez finished 111 minutes, 11. Who is it? 111. It was like a lot of ones, like 1 seconds.
111 minutes is almost 2 hours. Are you sure about that?
It was 2 hours. It was 2.
Wait. Oh, you mean the race? Sorry.
Yeah, he finished after 111 minutes with 11 seconds, with 11 milliseconds, something like that. So it was just his race, really. But for me, the safety cars made the race. The drying track service was super interesting, but at the same time, it limited the overtaking opportunities a little bit. But in the end, I mean, the late rain races are always just super cozy. So, I mean, I love them.
Yeah, for me, I've got to say 7 out of 10. I'm just happy. Lance Stroll into some good points for once. But yeah, Sergio Perez was clearly watching last time around, saw his rating get dropped in the game, was like, hang on a minute, boys. I need to prove these guys wrong. And slapping it right at the top, dominating the race.
You're a Lance stan, aren't you, mate?
Of course I am.
It's always Lance.
You know what, Tom? I have no idea who you're a massive fanboy of, apart from Alonso, actually, just that. But anyway, that was our race reactions from the Singapore Grand Prix. We've got Japan up next. So we didn't rack up the championship this weekend, but Japan up next. I'm looking forward to it. It might rain again, and no, I'm not looking forward to it. It's a 6 a.m. race.
Alpine come back.
Alpine are not coming back from this at all.
But no, they have to come back, man.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe it's going to be the race weekend that Max Verstappen wraps up the championship. We don't know just yet. We saw what happened this race. Anything can still happen this season. It's still spicing things up. But what are your thoughts for next weekend, boys?
Alpine come back.
Yeah, Tom's hoping for the Alpine comeback. A disaster in Singapore for him. I think Red Bull are going to wrap it up. They're going to be good. It's going to be their track. Obviously, they have that little bit of Honda partnership. So it's going to be big party celebrations in Japan.
It would be the dream partnership of Honda and Red Bull winning the championship in Japan. That would be beautiful.
Would be cool.
The Drivers' Championship, anyway. All right, sweet. Thank you for that, boys. That was our race reactions from this weekend's Grand Prix. Let us know what you thought of the race down in the comments below, and maybe give us a prediction of what you expect to happen in Japan. But
Alpine comeback.
It's not going to be an Alpine comeback, mate. But that was the race reactions. Over to the pit lane.
Into the pit lane section, and the exciting news this week is that RaceNet has launched a new application, and this is going to blow your minds. if you're part of the competitive scene over on F1 22. You can head into here, and not only can you compare lap times like you can do on the F1 game, but you can also get into the nitty-gritty parts of braking, throttle application, speed through corners, and really compare where you're losing out to some of the top esports guys. I've got a lap that you're watching right now on your screens, which is between me and Dirk, a very close lap between the two of us, which was separated by 0.03 of a second, where we can see where I managed to gain that small amount of time on Dirk, where he was able to pull it back. It's crazy to see. I love it, and I'm really going to be using this in league racing in the future. But boys, how excited are we for this new feature?
You know what?
I love the telemetry. It's so cool to see. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a lap that is close enough to you guys. You guys have outsmarted me there, but yeah, like the telemetry is so super. It's just super cool to see. Like you can see what the inputs are everywhere in every single corner, even on the straights and stuff. Where before that was just not possible. So it opened up a lot more like ways to play the game and to analyze it afterwards. But not only that, you also have like the statistics of what you have done in online racing, for example. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what cool stuff we can do with that.
Yeah, same. I think one thing that I'm going to point out that a lot of people may not realize that why this is so good is for the guys that are learning how to drive, especially the no-line guys, how to drive with no assist. This is beautiful because it means you can look at other people that drive, the top guys, and just be like, how are they braking? How are they managing the throttle? Look, how are they turning in? And you can try and replicate that to improve yourselves, which is so good, and that's how people learn.
Yeah, so Dirk's going to be checking out my data on here and trying to see how he can go quicker than me, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen. But that is the most exciting. We forget that you didn't get the race win. That is the news coming out from the pit lane, the RaceNet. Head over there. There will be a link in the description so you can get in it, add your friends through that as well, and you can compare data. But you can also compare data based on the leaderboards as well. Search up for the F1 Esports guys. They're all there, and you can see where you're losing time.
So apart from that, we also have the Podium Pass Series 3 starting from the 10th of October, and there's actually going to be some surprises in store for you to look forward to. I'm not saying a lot yet, however, it's going to be there very, very soon, so I'm looking forward to that. What do you think the surprise is going to be, Dirk?
My in-game liveries that are going to be launched.
If that is actually happening, oh my goodness, dude.
That's an exclusive right there, mate. No, I don't know. We have had it from other creators. Choco liveries, yes. No, we've had it from Pieface and Terrorizer and Maxine. So, you know, it could be more creative liveries. I'd love to see them. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge from other creators. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, actually, what you would like to see. What would you like to see, Hayden?
I think it would be really cool, right? Imagine if you had a classic driver that you could unlock for your career modes. That would be insane. If it was like the level 30 in the Podium Pass, that'd be insane. Or unlock one of us three. You know, how good would that be? We could be a teammate in my team career mode.
One day, mate. One day.
All right, so let's get ourselves into the preview for F1 Esports Event 2, which is happening very, very soon as well. Here we go.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Esports Report. Now, we've recently just had the Esports Series launch, a month ago now, where we had Silverstone, Imola, and Bahrain, where we had Lucas Blakely win the first two races, and then Frederick Rasmussen win the third race. But we've got another series coming up, the next segment, the next part of the story. Tom, tell us a bit more about that, mate.
Yes, I mean, I'm very much looking forward to it. Hoping also from my side that Alpine Esports can get a couple more points after a tough start to the season. I'm just in my Alpine mood today, Dirk.
I'm in the Alpine camp as well. I'm not going to lie. I saw Luke Smith with the Fiche helmet, and now I'm a fan. I'm a fan for life.
I mean, we're going to have a lot of fun tracks, right? We're going to have Austria, Belgium, Zandvoort. Zandvoort going to be very, very tough. It's basically Monaco without walls. And Belgium and Austria overtaking opportunities. I mean, you guys did a league race around Austria just now, right?
Yeah, definitely overtaking opportunities. I remember overtaking Dirk down in towards the second to last corner, because was there some sort of mistake you made? So there's
do you know what
easy to make mistakes, I guess, around that
I remember going pole during qualifying that race.
Yeah,
where
pole
did you
means
come again?
nothing if you can't. Pole means nothing if you can't do more than 3 laps without spinning and getting the race win. So,
I think we need to put you guys in F1 Esports.
Could you imagine? Just us two around the back. Creator Esports, and it'll be a support series. Bring it, okay? Me and Dirk, Tom, all of us, head to head. We need to see that.
Belgium, Austria, and Zandvoort are very well known for being wet circuits as well historically. So, especially in the game, they're usually the ones that start to rain the most. So, I'm hoping we get some good wet racing coming from the series.
I can't wait for it. Hopefully, I get to be on the show again. It'd be fun to do that.
Oh, Mr. Presenter
add my
Hayden.
pundit analysis from all the expertise that I have from the hours that I put in the game. I feel like I put in more hours than all these drivers put together. Yeah, I may still be 3 seconds off the pace, but we're just going to ignore that part, okay? But I'm very excited to get into F1 Esports Event 2, and it is going to be a lot of fun.
All right, that was the Esports Report. Next up, we got a challenge for you. Let's do it.
The Japanese Grand Prix is this week, so we have got a challenge for you. Can you beat our 3 lap times around the Suzuka circuit in the wet?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board with the best driver of the grid once again.
Here we go then, a flying lap around the Japanese Grand Prix circuit in the wet.
We start on the only DRS section of the entire track, which we don't have because it's in the wet.
Super technical track, so we really want to watch out, keep the car rolling as much as possible, and we're currently doing quite decent.
Snap on the rear there as we float it through the S's now, through the left and the right.
To really watch out, not hitting those curves, otherwise your car is going to get slipping and sliding like it is Tokyo. But no, we are driving around Suzuka.
Well, as soon as I pass this left curb there, I'm back on the throttle. I'm going early on the 6 and just trying to keep control.
Into 6th gear, we are up by about a couple of tenths at the moment. We're doing quite well.
Into Degner 1, throw the car in, and then again on the brakes just a little bit, float it through the right hander, use the camber on the right hand side.
Up back into 5th because that gives me the best traction in the wet as I drift it into this corner.
And we're doing quite decent in a long right-hander, and then going into spoon, which should look like a spoon. It actually does, a little bit.
Now into the spoon curve as we've run ever so slightly wide, just about keeping it on track limits though. Onto the power once again.
And we are off to a good exit now. I want to see if I can put it in the green here, but basically you want to be, maybe you can take in 8th, but I like to go in 7th as we get to the 100, sling it to the left, back on the throttle.
As we go to the last and final turn then, we go back into 2nd gear through to a very slow section.
Then back on the throttle. It's not the greatest lap from me. Keep it nice and tidy though on the exit down to the line. It is an improvement, just about, but it's a 103.004.
Not too bad, a 143.5 for my Japan wet.
Oh my goodness, it will be a 142.7. And that was a lap around Japan.
If you think that you can do better than that, submit your hot laps on social media using the hashtag #TheRacingLine. And one of you guys who beats us will be featured in the next episode. Shout out to Blunty R9 who put in an amazing lap last time out at Singapore. Well done to you for beating us 3.
If you want to stay up to date with the Racing Line and the F1 22 game, then make sure to follow @Formula1Game on social media and subscribe to the channel. From all of us, thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. Peace out.